So we're going to play some Patchwork Doodle. Anybody who wants to play along, make sure to get your sheets and play along. And then let us know what your scores are. Because if you can get to beat me, then you're pretty good at this game.
Why you? Why not me?
Because I'm a pro at this game.
What?
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to...
Since when?
I'm like trying to boost myself up here.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, good job.
Thanks,
Great job.
But we're going to go over the rules. So if you haven't played it, do not worry. It is not a complicated game. It is a lot of fun.
It's great. You get to doodle.
And you get to doodle. So
I love doodle.
We're going to go over the rules and then let us know your score at the end. So let's go teach you how to play.
The goal of the game with your paper is to fill out or doodle in the largest rectangle and largest square that you can. Okay. So for example, if I was filling in all my shapes, and there's going to be a variety of different polyomino type shapes.
As shown on...
Yeah, but these are like extreme examples.
But example of a polyomino shape.
So say, for example, my finished area... Oh, that was a little squeak of the marker. Is like this. Okay. And if I'm looking for the largest square, I'll use a different color just to show you. Largest square, it has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high. And it has to be 5 wide because it's a square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would make my shape this big. Okay. So we would then be scoring the largest square at the end of each round that you are achieving. Okay, so this whole thing would be filled in. So there are 3 rounds. So you score at the end of each round. Your goal in the end is to try and fill up the entirety of your 9x9 grid.
Or the most as possible.
As the best you can. Again, trying to maintain that largest square, largest rectangle shape that you can get.
So the reason for having the largest square is because the way you score points is the amount of the length of your square multiplied by itself.
Mm-hmm.
So it is the area of that square. So in a case of the 5x5, you would score 25 points.
25
but
points.
If you're able to get one more bigger square, then it's a 6x6, which is 36 points, which is a big jump. Yep. So you're always trying to get that largest square. So when you're placing your pieces over the course of the game, just always think of that. You always want to try to complete the largest possible square as possible.
Mm-hmm. So if, for example, you had a rectangle that was the same amount as your square you completed, so this is my 5x5, but I have this extra row, or extra column, I guess, added to this square that makes it a rectangle. I would then get 1 additional point for every column that is the same height as my square. So in reality, this whole shape, this dark blue shape that I drew, would actually give me a total of 26 points because it's 25 for the 5x5 and then 1 for any extra column. So if I had 2 columns, it'd be 27. Okay. So again, as you go through, you don't necessarily have to draw all your shapes next to each other as you build upon your area in your little doodle area, but it is advantageous to try and aim to get a very large square.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you always want to get that square as big as possible, but if you can't get the square as big as possible, adding rectangles to the square is helpful, but you're only scoring the largest rectangle. So in this case, if you would also have the completed row up here, you would only score to the left because there's 2 here as opposed to the 1 here. You always want to get the most points and you don't double count
them. So at the end of each round, you count again the scoring you have for your largest square. and then adding for your columns or your rows for the extra rectangle pieces. At the very end of the game, so the end of third round, you actually lose points for every empty square you have. So again, the goal is to fill that 9 by 9 because otherwise you will lose a point for every empty square. Which, like, I don't think I have ever entirely filled my grid. I think the lowest I've had was -1 or -2.
It's difficult to
I
fill
we
like
have
full.
yeah, we have had people fill it, which is amazing. I'm just personally have not done that.
Yeah,
So
I definitely have it.
I usually lose points. So throughout the game you have 4 abilities you can use. Which I guess we can talk about once we kind of finish the setup of the game.
Yeah, it'll help to see with the
Yeah.
cards.
But at the very, very beginning of the game, what normally happens is every person is given basically a starting shape. So there's a whole bunch of different shapes you can get, and every person gets their starting shape. In our case, because we don't necessarily have, like, we're not going to give a card to each person through the internet. So what we do is we set up 6 cards, and then you roll a d6 to figure out which is your starting shape. So it could be that each person ends up with the first shape, and that happens.
So anybody who's here now can roll a d6 by doing !D6. It's going to give you a number. Anybody who's watching it on YouTube, just find a dice that has 6 sides, or you can also yell at the GOOGLE machine to get a number.
Or the two.
So
Something.
the easiest way to do is you're going to start at the top. Top is 1 all the way down to 6. So in my case, I rolled a 3. So 3 would be this shape right here.
Yeah. Twin says,
Use your phone.
Very
You
true.
can even type it in. Use any method you would like. But just roll a 6-sided dice.
Can you roll for me as well? Because it's easier for you to do it for me.
Sure.
So I rolled a 4.
You both rolled a 4.
And so Abby rolled a 4 too.
Kestrel, are you?
Yeah, Kestra, you're going to play.
Are you playing?
I'm going to draw my shape. So my shape was number 4.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to be drawing our starting shape. So anybody who's playing with us right now, make sure to roll and then take the shape that you rolled in your sheet and draw it anywhere you would like with any color you would like.
Yep.
So because I rolled a 3, I'm going to be drawing this
shape.
L.
It looks like
L
a T.
plus.
It's a backwards T.
It's like a backwards T. I'm going to choose where to put it. So you can do whatever you want to the initial, to any of the shapes. Turn, flip, rotate, put it anywhere you want.
Reflect, whatever.
The only thing you can't do is modify it.
Mm-hmm.
So
question.
Answer.
We often try and do a theme. Do we want to have a theme to this one?
Do we want to have a theme to this
Do
one?
we want, like, summer? Like, just general summer theme?
General summer. Okay, we're talking sun, beach, flowers, excitement, playing outside. I like it.
Yeah. We'll just... And you don't have to do a theme, but I find it to be,
it makes
fun.
the doodle more fun.
And you don't have to put your shape against the wall. You can literally put it wherever you want.
Well, I'm going to start with my summer theme by drawing a sun.
Oh.
My sun is going to be in the top right corner.
General summer starting with the letter G. Ah, wrong game.
So my sun doesn't really have a sun shape, but we're going to go with it.
Definitely does not have a sun shape.
But it's fine because I'm doodling, and doodling can be however you want. And again, you can draw this initial shape wherever you would like. And that is my sun starting my wonderful summer theme.
So I'm building a pool.
It's
the starting of a pool. I'm gonna build like a diving board and everything, okay?
After you finish drawing your initial shapes, we're going to be starting the main part of the game. So if you're lagging a little bit behind, if you're confused, if you need help, let us know. And we will help you. And if not, we're going to explain the general play of the game. We will be leaving those shapes up for a little bit so that anybody who is joining us and wants to follow along can for a little bit. but over the course of the game, they get to more and more useless because you can't really catch up. So we will be removing them momentarily, but leaving them for a bit while we explain.
Yeah, I give you a little bit of chance. So for the initial setup of the game, I'll put these in the middle for you. We basically set up a round of 8 cards. So 3, 4,
No.
4.
Why don't you go this way? There's so much room up here.
I know, but I have to have 8.
There's so much room. There you go.
There we go. So there's the 8. And we have this little person who is going to stand between 2 of the shapes. Just 'cause. And every time we go to add a new shape to our area, we roll this die, and this person will move either 1, 2, or 3 cards away from where they currently are.
And it's always going to be in a clockwise circle.
Yeah. So you always know that it's going to be within 3 shapes away. So we're either going to get this one, or this one as our first shape. What we'll do is we're going to move that person onto that card. And once that card is used, it does get removed. And then we would move on to the next shape once we have had a chance to draw it. So let us put that back in and go to our first shape. 1. That is a very large shape to start with. So I think I'm going to expand my pool.
Yeah, so I guess so. Now we're drawing this T shape. You can again draw it wherever you would like. It does not have to be attached to anything. You can rotate it, you can flip it, you can do whatever you would like to it, but you just have to draw it. Now is where the special abilities come in.
Yeah, so I'll explain each of these 4 abilities just prior to us starting so you have a chance to know what they mean. Okay. So the very first one here, what this means is if this is the card that is chosen, so for example, that T shape that we just have, if you don't like that shape, you can use this one-time ability to either use the card to the left or to the right of the card that is chosen. So if we go take a look, if you want to use it now, rather than taking this shape, you could alternatively choose this one or this one. Okay, so it might be useful in some situations, but again, you can only use each ability once. Okay. The second ability is that you can place, in addition to the shape on the card, you can add 1 single square, which can be really helpful towards like later in the game or towards the end of the game when you have to fill, for example, a square that you may not have been able to fill using the cards prior that we've had. Okay, so that can be really useful, like I said, later in the game. This ability here, you can cut a shape into 2 with some scissors, not actually with the scissors. And the only thing is you cannot create more than 2 shapes by cutting that shape into 2. Okay, and that, I know that sounds like a really obvious thing, but if you wanted to cut this shape, you could cut it along this line, so you would end up with either using the 2x1 or the 1x3. However, you could not cut like here and here because that would give you a 2x2, a 2x2, and a 1. So you can't do a cut that would make it into 3 separate shapes. Okay, so you have to be really careful. So a straight line, 2 different shapes, you choose which part of the shape you want to use. That is the ability number 3. Okay. The 4th ability is very simple. You can use one of the other abilities a second time, which is super strong, really awesome. And that's the only way to be able to use an ability twice. So otherwise, each one of them once, and then one of them twice, essentially.
And whenever you use ability, you just fill in the little circle to the left of it, and that will tell you that you use the ability because you can only use them once.
Like that. I'm not using it, but just to show you. Yeah. So now it's time to place your T shape. I'm going to expand my pool. So since I have this lovely pool shape, I don't know how I'm going to expand it yet, but I'm going to expand my pool. So I could do like T, or I could do like T. I might do that actually. For some reason, summer, I just really want to make a really big T. A really big pool.
I'm making a cloud to go along with my sun.
Oh, that's cute.
So I have a nice fluffy cloud beside my sun. Doesn't really look like a cloud, but you know what? It's all about the doodle.
It looks like a cloud.
You have a really big pool.
It looks more like a cloud than your sun does. Should I roll for the next one?
I think so. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And if you're watching this later and you have any questions, you ask in the comments.
Ah,
Ooh!
One.
Yes!
Single square. So this is nice because you don't
happy.
necessarily get single squares very often. I think there's only this one card really. Maybe another one.
Yeah, there's.
But they're hard to come by.
But look how convenient. I'm gonna now make my sun a sun.
Very nice. I think I'm going to fix my awkward shaped pool.
You don't like awkward shaped pools?
I think it's just a little too awkward shaped. I don't know what my plan is after my awkward shaped pool, but
You should put like a beach around it.
I want to put a diving board.
Ooh,
but I need the right shape for that, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that's actually really funny.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pile the cards that we have played over here.
Top down.
Yeah.
And again, we're going to be going around and around this circle until there's 2 cards left. Once there's 2 cards left, that round is going to end. We're going to calculate our score and then move on to the second round.
Yeah. So this is a very large shape. I don't like this shape.
Yeah, this is a hard shape to fit.
Maybe this is like flowers around the pool. I think that'll be flowers around the pool.
I'm going to make this into a mountain behind the clouds. How I'm going to do that, I do not know.
Okay. Let's see how this works. Oh no. I'm trying to make grass and it's not going super well. Thanks for the lurk, Michael. Enjoy your game.
Kooky Kalooky?
I'll be honest. My vision for this was much stronger than my drawing ability. So
that the big thing with this game is that it's a doodling game, so you can do whatever you want. The only thing you're trying to do is make sure that whatever you draw, you can still tell what's filled and what's not, because that's the important part. But I drew a mountain that's going behind my cloud. It's almost like a volcano exploding.
That's definitely a volcano, yeah.
So maybe I should like switch it up and make it a volcano exploding.
That's what you intended though, right? A volcano?
Absolutely.
It's kind of like how I was drawing pink daisies and now they're just like petunias. Because it started turning into like the mane around Simba with the leaves. So I'm changing it to not be ugly.
Your pink was not very pink?
No, it was very pink. It just wasn't
too pink?
It was too shaggy.
Shaggy does get into all the things.
Hijinks?
He meddles too much.
Meddling kids. It's rough. But it's flowers. It's fine.
Yeah, hopefully everybody's following along just fine. If we're going too fast, please let us know. If you need more time.
Very rarely.
It is very rare, but you never know.
2.
Ooh.
A 2x1 little rectangle. It's great.
Ooh.
I do like that. That is a really good one for my pool.
I don't actually know what to do with this one.
So here, do I make more pool? I feel like I'm just doing like
Your pool is very big already.
But like,
I don't know why your pool is so big.
Fine, I'll make the diving board.
Oh yeah, well that's a perfect shape for the diving board.
I guess.
That's a perfect shape.
I guess.
Oh, that's the wrong color. Is this a brown? Let's see how good the brown looks. No, I don't want brown. I have a better. I have a great.
You know what? This is more like a dock. It's now a dock beside a lake, I think. Because it's less diving board, more dock. Do you have like a dark brown? No.
No, we don't have a dark brown.
Okay,
yeah.
So now it's gonna have a little black.
Your artistic skills are only limited by your options. I have a great idea though.
I made it have wood slats. Whatever, my vision is changing, it's fine. Is what it is.
I have a growing vision. This is the start to something fantastic. It's going to expand.
Okay.
So we have 2 more cards to go before the end of the round.
Oh, what is this?
That is a large shape. That is quite the shape.
You know what that shape? You know what that shape is?
That shape is using ability shape?
That shape is being cut.
That's an option.
Yeah, I'm cutting that shape.
So I'm also going to use an ability.
Because I'm adding more dock.
I'm actually going to use the ability of using adjacent shape.
Ooh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off one of these extra squares and I'm going to make it like a large L.
Instead of using that shape, I'm going to use this shape.
The box one?
Yep.
You want the box one?
Yep.
You have the perfect spot for that shape? Oh my goodness, I wish I had the perfect spot for that shape.
I wish I had the perfect spot.
And you forgot that shape existed? Well, I'm glad I could assist. You know what, Kestrel? I picked that shape just for you. Nobody else wanted it, but I got it for you. This is not a humble brag? No, that you're allowed to be excited.
Yeah.
I feel...
I'm continuing my cloud journey.
The shape is great for you too. Look at, you know what? I read into your papers and I was like, what do these people need for their shape? Let me make their lives so happy.
You know what though? Have that shape being great is probably a good thing. It means your board is organized in a way because that's like it's a wide shape that goes around other shapes. So ours are just not organized well enough that we can actually fit that. Like if I were to put that, it would just be very messy. That's very cute. I like it. Is that like the...
It's the boardwalk.
Yeah, like the...
Except the don't worry about that piece.
That's where you go into the pool.
Yeah.
Or somebody splashed onto the boardwalk.
Technically, yeah. It's fine. You don't have to do a theme. That's okay.
No, you don't have to do it. We do a theme because it's cute.
We just do it because it's fun. We started it once, and it
just stuck.
I really want one of my shapes to turn into an inner tube.
To an inner tube.
But like the crazy 8 ones.
So what you're doing is these are actually like passageways to more.
It's gonna be a lazy river.
It's a lazy river.
Yeah, I'm making my own little lazy river through like the petunias with an inner tube.
That's like amazing. That's hilarious.
Yeah, we'll see how this works.
So this is now the
One more
last
shape for
shape.
this round. 2.
Ooh, the
1,
flat one.
2. Okay, 1 by 3. How can I maximize my rectangle? Okay, here.
Oh, actually, okay, yeah, this is a good hint. Because this is the last shape and you're going to be calculating your largest square,
Yeah.
look for the largest square and try to get this shape to help you. You want to maximize the points.
Oh, okay. So okay, I'm going to show you an example. Okay.
Sure.
So for example, I have a 3 by 3, which is 9 points. And then I have 1, 2, 3 extra columns, which would be 12. Okay. Or I have a 4 by 4 with no extras,
That's a lot more points.
which is more points. Math. But with this shape, I can theoretically put it here,
Oh.
which adds an extra column,
Neat.
which would give me 1 extra point. It makes some awkward holes, but I think I'll be able to fill them in some way.
It's the later problem. You
Yeah,
know, you fill it in, get as many points as you can. The next turn, you can try to fix it.
exactly. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add some more lovely petunias. Petunias, daisies, whatever. I don't know what they are. They're just cool looking flowers, okay? I don't know my... I'm going to add... My biggest thing is I can't forget that this is an empty square. So in the future, I will have to fill this in, but that's okay. That's a future colorfly problem, not a current colorfly problem. You know?
I don't know where to put this. The only place I can put mine, it'll just like stick out. Okay. I don't really want to. I don't know what to draw. Ruining my theme.
Yeah.
I actually don't know where to put it.
So if you are done drawing your shape, you can theoretically count your points because it is the last card of the round. So I'm going to do my 4 by 4, which is 16 points, plus 1, which is 17 points for my round. So all I do is I write 17 for round 1, and that's it. And I'm going to move this one. You're at 25, Kestrel? Holy cow. So I am going to pack up the starting shapes because they aren't really useful anymore. Let's just get rid of those ones. Slivers is at 613. That's a lot of points. I was at 12. Very nice. How about you?
I am at 16.
So what was your largest square?
A 4 by 4.
Nice. No extras?
No extras.
That's okay. Okay. So the way that it happens is now these two shapes are essentially extra. We move them around so they follow each other, so they're more likely to get chosen quicker because of where we're located. And then we fill in the next 6 to have a total of 8 once again. So I'm going to pack these up because they're in the way.
So again, so now you can see that the 2 shapes left over don't get dismissed.
Yeah.
They're actually included for the rest of the game. It doesn't mean that they're going to get picked, but at least there is a chance. So what you can do when you're planning your the previous round, you can assume that they might get picked. So if you really, really need it, don't just assume it's going to get discarded.
Not a great circle, but let's not focus on the circle, okay? Okay. Here we go. 3. Ooh. That single square is going to go really well with my little petunia garden here. It's going to fill in that square I need. Petunia garden. If anybody knows what flowers I'm actually drawing, let me know. Can't not focus on circle now. Sorry, Slivers. Sorry for bringing it up.
That's a hard one to have so early.
Oh, it's beautiful. It fills in my little make it a random daisy. So that's what I tried to do before because there is a specific daisy that's like dark purple light light dark pinks and light pinks. I tried doing that and it looked really ugly. Oh, I can make a tulip. I can make a single little tulip in the corner. Let's make a tulip. I do waste a little yellow dot. Let's make a pretty little tulip.
I started another tree. I'm doing pretty little trees.
Are they happy little trees?
There will be happy little trees,
They
but
will be?
right now they're only pretty little trees because they don't have bottoms.
So in the middle of my garden is a random little tulip.
Aww.
It lost its home, but that's okay. It's like further down, you know? The daisy,
That's
the tulips are somewhere else. It's okay.
Christmas trees.
Okay. Two.
A
little bit of interference,
The
but
Tetris
that's okay.
shape. The classic Tetris shape.
Okay. I can do this. I can do this.
I think I could do this.
So I'm gonna make it really weird. This devil's pitchfork you can fool us. So I'm gonna make Petunia. Doc. Goose. No, I'm gonna make.
That was funny.
It's gonna be different things, but it is gonna go in this shape.
That was actually quite funny.
Thanks.
I didn't expect that.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody expect the goose.
My tulip is done, or my flower is done. Now let's add my dock. You can rotate and flip. Yeah, you can put it whatever direction you want.
So this is why there's an example here. If you just need help imagining it flipped,
you can reflect
there's
it.
this picture right here to show you how it would look. And then again, even if you flip it, you can still rotate it however you would like.
Which I love. Like I love that you can shift it how you need it for your area, you know?
I wanted to make a boulder, so I took the lightest blue I can because we don't have like a gray. It's the bluest blue I've ever used.
You want like
I don't think we have like a gray.
I'm pretty sure this dark brown is actually like a light brown.
I don't want a brown though, I want a gray.
Okay, well.
So I think I'm gonna make water instead.
I thought I was gonna help you, but that's okay.
Nah, that's okay. We're starting some water.
You're doing water too?
Well, like a lake.
Unlike my lazy river.
Yeah.
That's okay. So yeah, it's not super clear what the shape is, but that was my shape.
The classic Tetris shape.
Yeah. I just really have to hope that there's like another 3x1 situation coming at some point, but that's okay.
All right. What's the next shape?
1.
Ooh. Rough. That's a hard shape to fit. That's always a hard shape.
Oh my goodness. I know what I'm gonna draw.
I'm running. Okay. Oh, birds. I was like, I'm running out of ideas for things in the sky. I do birds and planes and Superman.
The bird. It's a plane. Superman.
Was that like a joke with that?
I don't know, because all I can think
It's
of
a
is
UFO.
Superman.
No, we're gonna stay away.
Yeah, well,
from
I didn't
that
sing
one.
it, but it's what I thought of. I'm gonna draw a Minecraft tree.
A Minecraft tree?
Yep.
What's the difference between a Minecraft tree and a not a hot air balloon? Yes, twin. I love it.
So I'm realizing everything is from bird's eye view, and now I'm drawing a tree from like. Don't worry about my perspective, okay?
Well, is the bottom part a tree? Just convert it to a walkway. Hello, Faulty. All right, I have to draw a bird.
Oh, like make these bushes? Here's what I drew.
Did I do this wrong?
I drew like the tree and then the top of the tree. But like I guess I could make this more planks and then have that be shrubbery. What's a perspective anyway? I never paint my minis with any of that. You know what I mean? Like it's like a Minecraft tree because of the blockiness of it. But I realize like all of this is bird's eye and then this is like
Let's convert that into a walkway, and then that could be the bird's eye.
gas. But then I didn't draw it like a tree.
So I have a really tall tree with little birdies around it. And I think I drew it upside down, but I'm just going to keep it. Because I think in my head I wanted like the shape to go up, but it's fine. It's going down because I needed a tall tree. The tree has to be tall. But next up is going to be a hot air balloon. So can we get a good shape so I could put it as a hot air balloon?
Do we have any shapes that are appropriate for a hot air balloon?
Yes. Actually.
Okay, well I have to fix my tree, so we got to wait a minute. I fixed it. Sort of. It looks basically the same on the camera, but it's very different.
Yeah. No,
Very
that looks a lot
different.
better because now it's like little bushes.
Yeah, it's the tops of the trees.
Yeah.
/ bushes. Whatever.
All right, so now I'm hoping
2?
for that shape. Thank you so much. That's the exact shape I wanted. That's amazing.
What an unfortunate looking shape.
I have a question. What color should my hot air balloon be? Is it going to be like a multicolored one?
Like, you know when we were kids and they had the parachute that you would like put behind you and sit on it and you'd be in like a big parachute in gym class?
Where it's like every every section is multicolored?
The like triangular section is like blue, yellow, red.
Okay, I can probably
basically just blue, yellow, red, I think.
Blue, orange.
For pride, yeah. Make like a pride balloon.
Okay, what color? I need
all
blue.
The colors of the rainbow.
Okay, it's not that big of a hot air balloon, but I can do like one line. So, what colors do I need?
Red, orange,
red,
yellow, green, blue.
I don't have any yellow.
Oh.
Do we have yellow?
Yeah.
Okay, yellow, green, blue.
I'm drawing an inner tube, don't you know?
My plane does not look like a plane, I'll be honest. Look at my hot air balloon!
Oh, that's super cute!
And the thing beside it,
what is that?
It's supposed to be a plane. I might redo it because it does not.
1000% you should redo it. Turn into a bird or something.
It does not look like a
plane.
That
is. You should draw a plane somewhere else. Look at my inner tube with my people.
Oh, there are people in it. All right, they're about to go down the lazy river.
Yeah. Okay.
Slivers, smart.
Okay, so what shape are we gonna get? This is the second last shape. 1.
Oh, perfect. I needed that shape.
Yeah, I'm okay with that shape. I can deal with that.
I get to fill my water. I like it.
Okay, so I made some trees, but I have to figure I'm not going to draw all trees. I need to find something else. What else is summary in, like, my situation of the world? What else is summary?
An ice cream stand.
In 2 squares?
Oh. The start of an ice cream stand.
In 2 squares? I drew trees already. I need something that goes here. Something in the middle of like my little foresty area that like could continue here.
Yeah, I don't know. What? Just make a giant ice cream cone, like a sideways ice cream cone. A fire pit.
Oh, I do
A
like a
fire
fire
pit.
pit. I do like a fire. Okay.
Okay, but you need to do ice cream at some point.
Yeah, I'll do ice cream.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna start the fire pit, like. You know? It, like, looks weird, but, like, I'm gonna add, like, little wooden stools. Hey, don't worry about the
Oh,
sad
that's a good
looking
start.
face.
That's a good start.
Don't worry about the sad face, okay? Okay. The shape is done.
One more shape.
One shape for this round. I did not do a good... You know what? Don't worry about it. It's fine. Let's see what happens, people. Let's see what happens. 3. Okay. Not sure I like it, but okay.
You can put fish.
Like 1000%, I can put a shark right now. Like a really big
The
shark.
only one you don't have a plan for.
No. Okay, I'm drawing a shark, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for maximum points here.
I'm going for... Oh.
You forgot to put a point.
I'm drawing a shark. I don't care. Who cares? The points don't matter.
And the points don't matter.
You know? It's fine. Okay, so here...
Oh, on HBO Max,
Here's the thing, people. I don't know what the bottom half of a shark looks like. So, shark.
It's a good attempt. It looks like an eel with something wrong with it. But it's a good attempt.
Okay, I don't...
Oh, yeah, give it fins. It'll make it look like... Give it, like...
like arms?
Yeah.
Like little armies?
Like, just little, like...
I can do little armies. Like that? A little arm?
You're gonna need bigger... No, it's Jaws.
It's one of the ones you ride. You know, like the pool ones that you can, like... And, like... You know? That's what that is. It's one of the ones you can... Okay, it was a...
What?
Fine. Thanks. You're gonna have nightmares now! No, Slivers!
Okay, I'm not, like, super done, but it's fine. I decided to talk
Instead of draw?
I'm also going to use another ability just to give myself more points.
Oh, that was the last one. We're counting points.
We're counting points. You know what I have?
What?
A 7x7. So that's 49 points.
How do you... Aw, thanks. Good. How do you have so many?
Accident, mostly. It was pure accidents. But I have a wonderful 7x7. So if we take a look at my sheet, I have the entire corner filled. So that gives me 7 times 7, which is 49. And I'm probably going to be stuck filling in the rest, but that's okay. I'm going to take my 49 points.
So I think I have a 5x5.
Look, they are happy. Look at my trees.
They're very cute.
They're so cute.
Yeah, they're very cute.
And I kind of gave up. The whole bottom is going to be water.
Okay, that's okay. So I think I have a 5x5 because my 6 that I have, I don't have like the bottom half. So I think I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it takes up like from here to here. And then I have 2 more rows. So 27. Because like my 6, I'm missing 2. Like to have a 6x6.
Oh, yeah, because it's a... Yeah.
That's okay.
It's still pretty good.
Is there a limit on powers? You can use each one once.
So what you do is when you use it, fill in the little circle to show that you've used it. Once you've used each one once, you can also use the use an ability again. So that's what this last symbol means. It means use one of the 3 abilities a second time.
You don't have to use all 3 before you use that one. So for
That's
example,
correct.
like I cut one, I can choose to cut before I do one of the other 2. But yeah, it's basically use each of the 4 once.
So you're maxed to 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is going to be the last round, so make sure you fill in as many squares as possible, and make sure you use the abilities, because they don't give you points if you don't use them.
Yeah, there's no reason not to.
Yeah.
You only have cut left? Yeah. Make sense.
Me too, actually. Especially the single square. Like, you can save it for the last turn, but use the single square, because if you don't use it, it's a negative point.
Oh, that's smart. Use a single to get a 7 by 8. Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's actually what I did. That's what I did too. I used the single to get a 7 by 7.
Smart. So I've used the second card up as I use the ability to use so if I've used the second card as I used an ability to use, I can use it again if I land it on.
Yes. If you use the ability to use one of the neighboring cards, and then we land on that card again, you've now used that card twice. That is correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, I had a brain malfunction there.
The only thing, though, is if you do that, you lose the ability to use the card you landed on, because that card is going to get removed.
Yeah.
You will never be able to use that card. But sometimes that's fine, because if you land on something like this, which is decently hard to place, and you're like, I don't want to use that one, use a neighboring card, you can then use it twice.
Yeah. Okay, so just so you know, in the last round, what's going to happen is when we get down to 3 cards, you're going to choose the last card that you want to use. Okay,
Yeah.
so for example, when we normally get down to 2, we like redo for the round. When we get down to 3, you would actually get to choose which of those 3 cards you want to use. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. These are some nice looking shapes. I'm okay with
Those are
some of
actually
them.
really nice looking shapes. I'm actually really happy with that. There's no crazy shapes.
3. A 2 by 1. That is so nice for my little corner here that I have a 2 by 1. Or do I put it here and fill in? How tricky.
That's not a fun piece to get so early.
Yeah, I wish I'd been kind of left for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not happy with getting that so early.
Okay, I'm going to fill in my flower bed, and I'm going to use the ability of the 1 by 1 square in addition to fill in completely this bottom corner. Which I'm probably going to regret because I need like multiple singles, but can I have my yellow bag that you stole and never returned, please?
The card we landed on didn't work for you at all. That's your fault. I need more sleep, but it's only 2:17 p.m.
I'm sorry it didn't work. So I filled in this area by using my 1 square and the double. So I can at least have a big square. We'll see. Here we go. 2.
Oh, why are we getting the good pieces so early?
Highly unfortunate piece.
Yeah. I'm gonna risk, just in case we get a different piece. I'm gonna risk putting this somewhere risky. I'm like trying to look at the pieces and see if they fit.
Yeah, it's tricky. There's, like, a couple pieces that, like, I have to get,
Yeah.
and then a couple pieces that I have to not get. Two. That's a piece I did not want.
That's literally the piece I planned for.
Actually, you know what? It works out. You know what?
Beautiful.
You know what? That's okay. I will accept this piece with open arms, and it'll finish my dock on the other side of the shark.
Oh, that's not. Yes, Caulifly, you are the best.
Thanks,
That's literally the
Gastro.
piece I risked everything. Can you use 2 abilities in 1 turn? Yes. Yes, you can. But if you do, you have to
Actually,
mark
can
both of
you?
them off.
Let me double check. Let me just double check.
I'm pretty sure you can. Okay, we're gonna check the rules. But you can take at any time. Yep. Yes, you can use them at any time, which means
Yep.
multiple per turn.
Yep.
As an example, you could use a neighboring shape and then cut that shape.
Yeah.
That is a thing you could do. More importantly, though, you could use the single square and maybe a different shape, which could help you finish that square on the last turn right before the score.
I've turned my lazy river into I don't know,
It's a nice, relaxing pool with a shark.
and half of a campfire.
Yeah, you really need to finish that campfire.
Yeah, well, I need pieces that are appropriate for the
Mm,
campfire. Like
mhm.
this one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing 2 more pieces, and then you get to pick the last one from the 3 remaining. So you get to pick which one is your last piece, but 2 more pieces will be random.
It's gonna be tough. I don't know what's gonna happen here, guys. 3. 3 is gonna happen. The big staircase.
Are you actually kidding me?
Yeah. That's what you know what? Everything's okay. I'm gonna build the ice cream stall.
Of all the pieces you could have gotten,
You know what? It's okay. Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
okay, I have a plan. I'm going to cut it to make it into instead of a staircase, it's going to be a square with a single stick sticking out.
Ah. Gotta use the cutty on that one, and then it'll be -3 and can't play anything the rest of the game.
If we roll really well, I'm going to be really happy. Yeah, right? Like, if you cut it into this, it makes this shape so much more useful. So much more useful. Especially this late in the game. Oh, what a great piece for you. She had the best spot for it. That's crazy. If you can't take a piece, you can't take a piece.
You can take the next piece.
So, okay, we have 2 pieces left. One that we're going to be rolling, and then one that you get to pick.
Yeah.
So, if you can't take the piece that we roll, you still get the piece that you can pick.
Yep. If you skip for one shape, you can still take the next shape, and you're never totally out. Okay, here's what I drew. I drew an ice cream push cart, and then I drew dock around it so that you can get to places.
There you go.
But look at my ice cream; it's really cute.
It is really good. I want ice cream.
He has a little hat. You know, like an ice cream parlor hat? He has a little hat. Yeah. Okay.
Please, I have a 66% chance here. Yes.
That's okay. I'm going to cut it. Okay, I'm going to cut this shape as my, like, use a thing twice. To be able to finish my campfire. Because, like, I can't have a half-finished campfire situation going on. That's my campfire. It's not
cute.
great. It's not
cute.
Great. So here's my situation. I have too many holes. I'm not doing well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now it is the last 3 pieces. You get to pick the one that you want. You can pick any of them. It doesn't matter. And you can still rotate them. You can still use your abilities. So if you have the cut, the single piece, you get to do whatever you want with one of these to finish your beautiful art piece.
So the really unfortunate part of this is the only ability I have left is use the piece beside, which is literally useless.
Yes.
So unfortunately I can't actually place anything.
I'm cutting the piece so that I can fit it perfectly into my puzzle.
I got a 50 points on that. Which is a 7x7 plus 1. So I have 7x7 plus 1 column. Because I have too many oopsies. So many oops. And I have -5. Probably should have played a bit better, but that's okay. So in this red box here, you're going to write your final score, and then you're going to share your final score with us. So we can see how everyone fared. Feel like you completed your board? That's amazing, Abby. Like I said, I have never once done that. So congratulations. That's awesome. A completed board would be 81, yes.
I've also completed my board.
Did you actually?
Yeah, I think this is the first
Wow.
time I've completed it. And I built a beautiful masterpiece.
That's really good.
You have your beautiful cottage with the dock that goes on the water. It has a nice little chimney. So yes, once you have your sum of the round,
so you add up your 3 totals and subtract any negatives you have, which if you filled up, you don't have any negatives.
you would have 0.
And then you write your total score. So my total score was 89. So I did not do so great, but that's okay. I have a cute picture.
This is definitely by far my best score.
Wow.
By far my best score.
Wow.
I did beautifully.
Yeah, you did a very good job. You didn't win, but...
What?
So Abby, let us know what your score is.
And again, anybody who is playing on YouTube, make sure to put your score in the comments because we want to know what everybody's score is. And then now you can see if you beat us.
You definitely beat me.
Yeah, this was not a great game for you. Usually you do much better than that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm usually at least over 100, but I was not. So we have... You want to come over here? So I have 89 points. DeFoob has 146. Kestrel has 156. And Abby has 119.
Congratulations, Kestrel. You have
very good
outdone my beautiful cottage.
You do have a cute little cottage scape, though.
I have the best.
Other than this weird volcano in the background, but no one needs to worry.
What's wrong with the volcano? No, it's a mountain that has cloud cover.
Okay. I have a lazy river with a shark. And an ice cream.
That's true. You have an ice cream stall. Which is definitely a win.
He's looking pretty.
Yeah.